Hello guys, welcome to STEM Trainers YouTube channel. So in the previous two videos we have seen how completing the square method works. So now in this third video we are going to see how else they can ask you the questions in exams. So let me give you one example. So they can simply say solve. They will give you a quadratic. For example, x square plus 2x minus 1 equal to 0, and they will write here specifically using completing the square method. Obviously, if a quadratic is given, we can solve it by making factors also, by using the discriminant formula also. But sometimes specifically they will mention that solve this using completing the square method. So we are going to do that. So first step that we are going to do is the same thing. So what I can do is I can take x terms on one side and I will take the constant on the other side. So like this. So LHS I have x terms, RHS I have constant, that is 1. Then I will use the completing the square method, which we have already learned. So I am directly writing. So half of coefficient x is 1. So I will directly write this is x plus 1 whole square minus 1 square equal to 1. So this will give me x plus 1 whole square minus 1 is equal to 1, which upon simplifying I can add 1 on both sides, or I can take this minus 1 to right hand side, which will give me x plus 1 whole square equals 2. Now next step is very important. Now this step is going to be very important. Now students make mistake in this. So what you have to do after this is you have to take square root on both sides. So when you take square root on both sides, so what you have to do is you have to take plus and minus sign here also. Okay, so this is very important. Students miss this a lot. This is very important. Okay, so this plus and minus sign, you always have to take plus and minus sign. Okay, so now after this I can write x plus 1 is equal to square root 2. This will give me one answer, and my next will be x plus 1 equal to minus root 2. This will give me second answer. And if in the question says you have to find the exact value, then you don't have to find the value of root 2 using your calculators. Then our answer directly will be, we will take this 1 on right hand side, or we will subtract 1 on both sides, which will give me minus 1 plus root 2, my first answer. And my second answer will be minus 1 minus square root of 2. Okay, so this will be my answer if in question it says you have to find the exact value. So exact value means we don't have to find this value using calculator. So now if it says solve this, then you have to use calculator and find its value. Now you can use calculator. Square root of 2 is 1.414. So which will give me my answer, first answer as 0.414, and this will be using your calculator. This will come out to be minus 2.414. So this will be my final answer. That's it. So we are using completing the square to solve a quadratic. So let's look at one more example in this. So my second example is something like this: 2x square plus 3x minus 3 equals 0. So first I will do is I will take x terms on one side. I will take my constant term where there is no x on other side. So like this. Or basically you can say I am adding 3 on both sides, because this is how IB syllabus tells you, and GCSE we can simply take this 3 to right hand side. Okay. Then I will take 2 common in this. We have studied this. Coefficient of x square should be 1 while doing completing the square. So this will be equal to 3, and then coefficient of x is 3 by 2. Half of that is 3 by 4. So this will be x plus 3 by 4 whole square minus 3 by 4 whole square equals 3. Now after this, what you have to do is you have to simplify this. So we will multiply by 2. So I will get 2 times x plus 3 by 4 whole square minus. This will be 3 square by 4 square. 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16. So this will be 9 by 16. And we have this 2 also. So 2 times 9 by 16 equals 3. So this will in turn give me 2 times x plus 3 by 4 whole square equals. So this will be 9 and 8. So 9 by 8, and this is, I can take this to right hand side, or you can say I am adding 9 by 8 to both sides. The same thing. So I will get something like this. From this finally I am getting x plus 3 by 4 whole square is equal to, what is 3 plus 9 by 8? You can use calculator, or this is 1.125. So plus 3 will give you 4.125. And we have a 2 here. So next step, I will divide this by 2. And I will get x plus 3 by 4 whole square is equal to, I am dividing this by 2 because we have 2 here. Okay, so once you get this, whole square in x equal to some number, now all you have to do is you have to take square root on both sides. When we take square root on both sides, just remember this. This is when you take square root on this, when you take square root on this. So this will be x plus 3 by 4, and you have to take plus minus sign here. And that plus minus sign comes because of this value, square root of x plus 3 by 4 whole square. So always remember this in while solving quadratic using completing square. So plus minus. So my square root of 2.062, that will be 1.44. You can find this using your calculator. And ultimately, after that, I will get minus 3 over 4, or 3/4 plus minus 1.44. Now you can use your calculator. So you will get your final answer as 0.686 and minus 2.186. So this will be my final answer. These are the two values of x that we need. If in question, again I am saying, if in question this says you have to find the exact value, then you don't have to do the square root of this, or you don't have to find this. You can just directly do it from here. Okay, so let's look at one more example, and let me show you how else they can ask you questions. Sometimes what they do is, instead of straightforward giving you the quadratic, sometimes they can give you something like this. Solve, let's say you have to solve x plus 2 whole square equals to 5x plus 7 using completing the square. So let's say sometimes they give you expressions like this also, the square method. So again, what you have to do is, first you have to simplify this. So how will you simplify this is, first thing is we have to find this value using FOIL method. So this is nothing but x plus 2 into x plus 2 equals 5x plus 7. Now some students make mistake in this. What they do is they will say, because you have a square here, they directly take square root. So when you will directly take square root, you will have x value inside the square root, which will not directly give you x value. Okay, so don't do that. First simplify this. Okay, so using FOIL method, you just multiply this. You will get x square plus 2x plus 2x plus 4 equals 5x plus 7. So this will be x square plus 4x plus 4 equals 5x plus 7. Now subtract 5x from both sides, or take 5x on left hand side. So what you will get is x square minus x, and we need constants on right side, so I will subtract 4 from both sides also. So I will get x square minus x equals 3. So this is what I am getting. Okay, so final equation I am getting is x square minus x equals 3. So now this is the simplified version, because we need all x terms on one side and the constant term on the right hand side. So now I will try to make a perfect square. So I know this is minus 1. So half of minus 1 is minus half. So I will write x minus half whole square minus half whole square equals 3. This is how we learnt it. So now this will be x minus 1 by 2 whole squared. What is minus 1 by 2 square? It will be 1 by 4. If you are having some problem in this, you can use calculator. So it will give you minus 1 over 4. And 1 over 4 is nothing but 0.75. Sorry, 0.25. So this will give me x minus half whole square equals 3 plus 1 by 4, which is 3.25. Now all you can do here is take square root. The next step is take the square root, and remember to take plus and minus sign. This is very important. The plus and the minus sign, which will give you two answers. This is 0.5. So my first answer is 0.5 plus square root of 3.25, and my second answer will be 0.5 minus square root of 3.25. So now I am using the calculator to get this value. So this will be 2.30. So my first answer is going to be 2.302, and my second answer is going to be minus 1.302. So this is going to be my second answer. So these are the answers for this question. So always remember, don't just take square root, make perfect square, or take square root when you have x terms on one side and constant on the other side. So this is all for this video. So if you find all this useful, please like and subscribe the channel. If you want us to make videos of any topic you want in IB or in GCSE, please mention that in the comments. We will make sure that video is completed as soon as possible. Thanks for watching STEM Trainers.